Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator Rome, where we are continuing our Ethiopian Megacampaign, and we are preparing currently for our very first war. Now we're currently banking some manpower, and we're also banking a little bit of money right now. Our current expenditure is, I think, okay. So I think we definitely want to fight this war before we do anything else in terms of recruitment. So we're probably going to focus on our current inventions, which we have 3 left, so we can afford one right now. We don't have any ships, so this is just a waste of money right now. Improve opinion maximum. I think we go for the diplomatic reputation. There we go. Fantastic. Now these guys just walked into a wash, and in my experience, they tend to stay there. Don't be fooled by these 29,000 troops up here. These are mercs, and these guys can't afford to hire them. No alliances yet for Yeha. That's actually a good start for us. That said, our claim fabrication won't be done for a while yet. 1 December of next year, so we've got over a year before that particular fabrication is done. In the meantime, we are working on our experience. Now, experience reduces our damage taken in combat by roughly 1/3 of the experience percent, which ends up being a big deal when you're fully researched. Hello, what is this? Yeha wants an alliance. No thanks. We have other designs for you. You are going to be part of Gondar. Well, part of Gwanara at this point. But yes, you will very soon be assimilated into the Ethiopian fold. Like everyone else on the planet. That will become a thing. A bitter feud. The court is bustling with sycophants, claimants, and pretenders. It's of little surprise, therefore, that 2 of the most ambitious claimants to the throne of Gwanara have found themselves at odds. These conflicts have a way of getting out of hand. Perhaps we ought to step in and limit the potential for escalation. Our primary heir starts seeing a researcher, the father of our queen, as a rival. That doesn't sound like a good plan. You'd be down to 64 loyalty. Okay, I'm gonna let them fight. What could possibly go wrong? I'm sure I'm not going to regret this in the future. Definitely not a thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the Proxenoi. Fantastic. Improve opinion maximum when that becomes necessary. And we're actually almost done with our inventions already. And I kind of am thinking about expanding this up to 12,000 troops. This particular army. Now, how much would that cost on a maintenance level? 0.16, 0.41, and 0.16. So, we're making enough. Even with the drilling, which of course increases our maintenance costs by 33%. Okay, sounds good. Now, I don't believe there's any such thing as a loan in this particular game, which kind of makes sense. We could crank up our taxes, but that does hurt our research points pretty dramatically, and so I'm not going to be doing that. That's just slave output. Interesting. Regardless, let's bulk up our backline right now. And I need to actually look at how they've changed combat. People are supporting a pretender. You. Demand support for heir. We would pay 2 tyranny, but that's okay. That will tick down by 0.1 every month, so we just need to keep this low. Let's go ahead and grab this, just to be done with all the inventions. Fantastic. Okay, so the next question is, how exactly does the combat system work? I'm trying to remember if it's the 2-line system that a lot of Paradox games are. I believe it is, because we do have ranged troops. But then the cavalry, do they work like the flanking? It's been so long since I've actually played this. I'll have to, when we fight Yeha, I'll have to actually take a look at that. And then we'll structure our armies around my findings. So, archers and skirmishers cost 4 each. So we will have enough to make probably one of each of those, but not the heavy cavalry, is my theory. So we'll have enough this upcoming month, and I think I'm going to go skirmishers first. So let's bring these guys on in. And we definitely need to be making ourselves some money, because we're not really doing that right now. But that is something that we can do once we've taken over Yeha. Which, let's check on them. They have allied Adulia. Okay. So that's a thing. Let's see, a defensive league is a multinational alliance for small nations which calls every member to the aid of any member who is attacked unless they are attacked by another member. Defensive leagues cannot refuse to aid each other and will not be called to each other's offensive wars. Okay, so that isn't a thing that we need to do right now. Really, did I not just tell you to... whatever. I'm gonna make friends with this guy. I just told him to not support this guy, but whatever. Now, we would gain a corruption for bribing this guy, and it would also cost 100 gold. Those are very expensive. I'm not going to do that. We need money right now. I mean, do I actually really care about the succession? I kind of don't. Okay, so supply limit up here is 11. So let's go ahead and get the unit of archers after this next month. Political influence. I can spend political influence on this guy. Yeah, that sounds good. And it's actually going to be next month, unfortunately. Oh, I'm cruel. Okay, that sounds right, if I'm honest. Okay, so next month, we're going to be able to make this unit of archers. And then we're going to be almost done with this over here. This is buying a slave? A gladiator. Okay. We would lose some popularity. Our current popularity is a bit low. This is far too vulgar. I'm not going to go with that. So this is our current legitimacy because of our support for pretenders. Our legitimacy is going down, so we do actually care about this. He was not convinced. You don't say. I mean, I don't blame him. His loyalty is relatively low, or rather relatively high, but we now have a claim on Tana. And I think I'm going to go with just the 10k. Now, Aksum is going to be a bit annoying here, I'm willing to bet. But, actually, no, let's go ahead and get that unit of archers in here. We're going to walk over here to Mekele. And as soon as we're over here, I'll go ahead and declare this. Adulia has a navy there, but they also have one cohort of archers, light infantry, so they have 3 cohorts of archers and 7 cohorts of light infantry. Can we take them on our own? I'm actually a bit unsure. Like, we can declare on these guys. Aksum has a truce with Yeha right now? How did that happen? They have a CB. That's weird. I've never seen them have a truce on Yeah, that early. That's it. That's very interesting. Okay, in that case, I think we're still okay, but we need to make sure that we get in position here. And we also need to save up some money. So we have relatively experienced troops marching in. We are going to take some attrition going through here, which is unfortunate to be sure. We arrive on 4 March. I mean, we don't have any roads in this area, so it takes a while to move around. But road building is one of the things that they've changed. We just don't have the tech for it yet. And it's also expensive now. Actually, I don't think it's a tech anymore. I think it's just expensive. But that's okay. We'll get up over here. We'll be arriving on 10 May. Oof. And then we'll be able to come down here. These guys have a total of how many cohorts? 6 cohorts versus 10 cohorts. So they have 16 total cohorts. That said, I'm pretty sure that we can kill these guys and then these guys. That's the theory anyway. 11 July. Let's get there. Man, that's slow to walk. But that's to be expected, I suppose. Let's also go ahead and recruit in that unit of... Oh, those are 10 gold. Okay. Never mind. Let's not recruit the unit of heavy cavalry just yet. We're currently earning 1.26, though, because we are not drilling. Yeehaw wants an alliance. We are going to decline that, because we're going to fight them. Okay. So they are allied with Adulia. We're going to declare war on them. Aksum will not join. Adulia will. So this is going to be interesting. We can call Aksum later on. Wait, but they have a truce, though. Surely they'll decline. I'll call them in later. If it shows that we need them. If it's evident, that is, that we need them. Okay, so these guys' troops are in a wash. So we want to walk down here. Unless they're just gone. We'll see once we get into Asheta here. Where are these guys? It takes so long to get anywhere. I love it. Actually, I kind of don't. We need to build roads. That's going to be a necessary thing. Okay, yep, they are indeed here. They're currently arriving in Roja on 1 October. They're not locked in. Now they're locked in. We need to kill them before these guys show up. So we're going to walk in over here. It's very likely that our side will win. For multiple reasons. So let's come on down here, and then we'll call in Aksum, if necessary, later on. They're walking through Aksum? That's interesting. We need to catch these guys. Come on, get over here. 15 popularity or money, and the province would lose 10 loyalty. It's our only province, so we'll take the money hit. Man, when is this going to happen? 18 November. It's so slow. There we go. And we are, of course, wrecking them, as expected. Now, I don't think that we're going to stack wipe them, and indeed we are not. Now, these guys are currently marching into here. That's okay. I'm going to let them do that, and we're going to occupy here. These guys can march up. They're probably heading up to here, is my guess. Now, these guys are locked in, so we are going to head over here. It's unclear which side is going to win. But this is going to happen on 24 February, so we're going to get a month tick here. If we lose this battle, we need to call in Aksum and see if they're going to join despite the truce. When is their truce up? Not for a very, very long time. Okay. Well, I suspect we're going to win this. But look at all these skirmishers that are being made. That's interesting. Man, it's slow to walk around at this stage of the game. Okay. Looks like we are winning. That's perfect. Even with these reinforcements coming in, I think we still win. Bitter feud between these two. That's fine. Now, I did want to look at this. Okay, it is single rows. Okay. So we won that. Where are these guys retreating to? They're going this way? That's awkward. It's a long walk for them, though. So we've kind of scattered their main army. At this point, I want to walk in here. And we are not going to catch them. But that's okay. I am going to go ahead and recruit in that extra unit of heavy cavalry. And we need to reinforce this army a bit. We also need to cap this area. Technically speaking, this war is going reasonably well for us. They've got ticking war score on their side, I believe. Yes. But once we cap this, that'll be very good for us. I'm also going to send... Let's see, I'm going to... I don't want to consolidate. But I do want to split this into one more unit and take, say, these guys down here to cap. Because we want to grab as much territory as we can over here. And then we'll send this army northward. We're going to catch some guys here. Nope, they decided to stop. Fair enough. And they're taking attrition up here. Well, that's good. And look at how slow these guys are at getting up over here. Oh, they actually turned back, and they're coming up this way now. That's interesting. Anyway, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Subscribe for more, and next episode, we will win our very first war. See you all then.